Everyone is complaining about the NBA All-Star game and asking, what can we do to save the NBA All-Star game? What format will save the NBA All-Star game? How can we stop seeing Kevin Hart at the NBA All-Star game? But in the immortal words of Nick Saban, you need to quit asking.
Our team. All right, so why do you continually try to get me to say something that doesn't respect one of them? I'm not going to, so quit asking.
The NFL had this same problem a few years ago with their Pro Bowl, and they just quit. They just quit trying to make it into anything. Just here goes some Barnes and Noble, or not Barnes and Noble. Here's some Dave and Buster's. You can tell I'm a literary. Some Dave and Buster games, some flag football, and if you watch, we appreciate it. We don't care about anything else. But Adam Silver, oh, he cares. He cares so much that he's changing it more than they trying to change the college football playoffs. Every year he got some new trick up his sleeve to save the All-Star game. But let me tell you why it doesn't matter. Because the NBA All-Star game is like cheating on your spouse or your significant other. Let me explain. Sometimes when people find out that they're being cheated on, they look inward instead of outward, meaning they blame themselves for the cheating. And so what they try to do is they try to do things to make sure that their spouse or significant other doesn't cheat anymore. Maybe if you're a young lady, you dress a little more provocatively in the bedroom. If you're a young man, maybe you take your lady out to dinner, maybe shopping a little bit more. Maybe you fix that light in the living room she's been telling you to fix since 1972. You do these things in the hope that is going to change the behavior. But what you don't realize is cheating has nothing to do with how you dress, how much money you spend, what you look like, how famous you are, how good looking you are, what type of person you are. The cheater decides that they want to cheat. Because to cheat, you have to go through a certain amount of steps to get to the cheating. Cheating is not like a sprained ankle. It's not like walking outside and tripping. There are steps that you have to take to get to cheating, meaning that you have to mentally decide you're going to do step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to cheat. At any time within any of those steps, you can stop. But you choose not to. You know why? Because you have decided that's what you want to do. And that's the problem with the NBA All-Star game. The players have decided it's not important to them. So there's no format, there's no change, there's no money. If someone simply does not care, you can't just put some sexy lingerie on the dunk contest and think it's going to change. The reason that Mac McClung wins the dunk contest every year is because that's probably how he pays his mortgage. He has some real incentive to care. He makes more money dunking than he does playing. That's where the caring comes from. That's where the incentive comes from. When you're making $50 million a year, and honestly, you would prefer to be in Cabo with Megan Thee Stallion than at the NBA All-Star game, it's very difficult for you to care about what's going on. And that's what Adam Silver doesn't understand. Unless they care, it doesn't matter what format that you use. Players in different eras, for whatever reason, they cared. They were competitive. Their egos made them play hard, even if it was just for a quarter. They cared about the game. They cared about putting on a show. They cared to get competitive in those last 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe it's just what we live in right now. You know, things were different in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying we're in a time now where a basketball player cares more about how he looks at the All-Star party than he does in the All-Star game. How the Instagram is looking, if the TikToks are looking great. They'd rather be seen on the red carpet than going full court in an All-Star game. That's just the society that we live in. So Adam Silver, I'm sorry. You can try some different formats. Maybe it works, you know. You said, but somebody said, oh, we'll make the home court in the NBA finals like they used to do in baseball back in the day. But why would LaMelo Ball care about something like that? You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting to the NBA finals no time soon. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how you tweak it, how you turn it, how you manipulate it, how you stir the gumbo up. If someone doesn't care, it just won't matter. If you're watching this, you probably have too much time on your hands, but I do appreciate you. If you can do me a favor, if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, BSO TV, and our podcast, The Headline King with Robert Littal, and Facts Not Feelings with Robert Littal on all of your podcasting spaces, I would really appreciate that. We're doing daily, weekly videos, insider information, things that you won't be able to get on the website. So please subscribe to these spaces, and therefore you get to see my lovely face on a daily basis.